Hey Devines, we are here for Tutorial Tuesday. Okay, I'm so excited. Like, I'm actually geeked this time. Like, sometimes I'm excited, but like this time I'm geeked. And that is because we did a Devine choice makeup today. So basically in my mind, I keep playing like the Kids' Choice Awards. I don't know why, but it's in my head like we're doing a Devine Choice Awards in a way. You guys are picking what I threw on my story this morning, and we voted on what we're going to do today. Now, I'm still going to allow more of you guys to vote on different things that I do. And we'll just see how the end product looks. So for eyes, we chose to do a color versus nude. For brows, we decided to do natural versus glam. We did, for lips, we're gonna do gloss versus matte. And for foundation, it was yes or no, and we're going to do foundation. So we gotta get started because for this hour, we will be doing this entire look. So as of right now, I was literally just touching up my eyebrows. They were messy. They were messy, so I decided to clean them up a little bit. And a way to do that is, of course, to have your like trimming scissors, because mine, especially when it gets humid, they start to curl up on the end, so I had to trim them down a little bit. And then, of course, your razor, and that helps just fine tune them and like shape them up. So I did that, and yeah, I think they're looking pretty good as of right now. It's not a wax, but they're looking pretty smooth. So, okay. So, you guys get a chance. I need you to start thinking as I get prepped and get everything ready and kind of talk you through what we're doing. We need to figure out what color. So you all said do color, but we need to figure out, are we doing colorful, like rainbow? Are we doing what? Like a blue, a purple, a pink, a yellow? Like, hey, come on in. We need to figure out what color. But while we do that, I want to share some of the new things that I got today. So this is why I'm also geeked, because I won a giveaway and it has some makeup stuff in it. So one of them was some people say NYX, I say NYX, it's up to you, but they have a Filler Instinct, so like a plumper chapstick. And when you take this off, it's like a nice ruby kind of red, like actually scarlet red when you think about it. It smells so good. And I tried it on, and yes, it starts to tingle, and I realized that I do not need any more plumping. But I still wanted to put it on just so you all can see. So thank you, Tanya, for picking me to win. I am so geeked about this. And then also, I got a Becca highlight kit. So let me open this so you all can see. It comes with a little mirror. And, oh, let me bend that back so it doesn't reflect. So it comes with a little mirror and like a blush, like primer, highlighter. It's so pretty. So far, people are dropping comments and they're saying pink. We might do a pink look today. So I'm just letting y'all know what people are saying. Okay, and then also I got another makeup eraser. If you know me and you have been watching me do makeup, you know how obsessed I am with makeup erasers. So let me just do my little plug-in right now so y'all can see. Ooh, it's a big one too. Okay, so they come in different sizes. And actually they have it in different colors too. They have it in black and pink. It's basically a face towel. But instead of doing makeup wipes and the little sponges like these, or the little cleaning pads, you guys can do this reusable way. And it is so plush, it is so soft. And it has like not a coarse, but like, you know when you have a towel, like a body towel and a washcloth basically, and each side feels different. Like there's a softer side and then there's like a rougher side. Same thing with this. So this side is a little more smooth, and it's like, you can see it's like straight, and this side is a little bit more plush. So this gets a little bit more of those hard, like heavy makeups, And then the other side is really simple for just like a facial clean or wash. And then also sometimes I like that it's this big. I'll wash with one side and dry with the other side. So makeup erasers, definitely look into them. They're really nice. Also, I realized that they have a deal for the makeup erasers. Of course, you can get them online and things like that through Makeup Eraser, but Costco also sells them in a 3-pack, and you get it for like super cheap. So take that note, take that note. So far I'm hearing pink. So we picked a color, and it's gonna be pink. Let me write this down so I do not forget. You guys know my memory is horrible. And this pink can be a variation of pinks. Ooh, I'm getting excited. Okay, so we said brows, and we're gonna start off with natural brows. You guys decided. So let's start on our natural brows. What does that mean? What is natural versus glam brows? Glam brows are where they are fully filled in. You are concealing. You are making them very sharp. They are very, what's the word I'm looking for? Bold, okay? Now, with natural brows, you do the same thing. You keep them sharp and neat and things like that. However, the difference is they more give you of a ombre vibe, where it's simply just a fill-in, but you keep them clean. So let's get started. I do 2 different kinds, and we have done a brow tutorial, so we will not be doing step-by-step with this process. I'm going to be telling you things I'm using, and the goal is to see this all come together with the choices that you guys made. So if it's that you really want to learn how to do brows, I suggest you check out my YouTube channel, and the link is in my bio, and I show you how to do brows and with these products, because these are things that I love. So I'm going to start with the pencil, and I'm using this pencil because I call it like a stencil. So I use the pencil for my stencil. I am creating lines so that I know exactly where my hairline starts and ends. And it kind of just cuts my brow off, so I know not to go further than that. And it gives me this sharp line to kind of work with. So it gives me this illusion of a glam brow, but it's really just a natural brow. Hello, hello, come on in. We are just getting started, really. This is the first step, it's brows, when you're doing a full face. Now, I love this pencil because it also has a brush on the other end, so we're gonna save that. This is the MAC pen. It's like a tint pen. It has like a painted brush on the end. What we're gonna do with this is create little hairlines. And yes, it looks heavy now, but the brush is gonna help blend this all in. And I love it because it'll give me this sharp point on the end when I use this. Hello, hello. Come on in. Don't worry, if you guys did not do any of the voting, that is okay, because I left some of those things open for you guys to do with me during the live. So you guys are gonna help me make different choices of things to do throughout the process. So, you all see they're kind of heavy. And this is kind of the start of a glam brow, if you want it to be. And this is where you wouldn't really brush too much of the product away. You're gonna go back and conceal and keep them bold like this. But we're doing a natural brow today. So, we wanna go in. Gonna work our way back to create that ombre look in the beginning. You can already see it starting to fade. And then you wanna brush up. And then you pinch the end. Okay, so you should already see the difference. This one is more softer and this one is more bold. So we're gonna do the same thing on this side. Try to stay straight on so you all can see the brows. We're brushing up, and if you can see when you brush up, see how your hairs come out, and then you want to come and pinch them in, and you just drag it across and pinch down. So they're already looking pretty soft. And I haven't cleaned them up or anything. This is just boom, boom. So I love giving these products in your to-get list, because you see if you're just ready to throw your brows on, leave the house, go to work. Like, this step is already complete. So we're gonna clean this up when it's time for foundation. Foundation is last. So now we're gonna get into the eyes. We're gonna get started for our pink. This is where you're gonna need a concealer, and you need a concealer that is as closest to white as you can, okay? I have explained the reason why before as well. So look into the tutorial that is for eyeshadow. I did an eyeshadow tutorial too. But there's a certain brush that I'm looking for. And it is going to be the one to help me blend this in. So let me show you how to apply it. So you open the applicator, you can use this. And I always call it painting the lid. This is like having a primer, especially if you have a lot of melanin in your skin. You need a primer or a concealer that is pure white and it's not transparent. You need it to be opaque, and that is because you want your colors to actually show up. Now, if we were doing a nude look and we were doing like browns and colors that match our skin tone, that's fine to use a regular clear primer or eyeshadow primer. For this, we're doing color, so we need a white base. And I'm gonna paint my eyelid as much as I can, and then I'm gonna use another brush to help blend this in. And I always tell my Devines, yes, I'm going to look crazy for a little bit until we start adding these colors on here. Sometimes I still use the white concealer when I'm using browns because I want that brown to be the true brown that I want it to be. So bear with me because I'm going to look crazy for a little bit. So do not take screenshots either. Okay, let me grab this other brush and I'm gonna save these because these are my pink ones that I want. And here we go, my concealer brush. So this is where you want a brush that is flat, round as can be. And my other mirror as well. So you want to work your way up first. And you want to make sure it's by your lashes but not in your lashes. That's very important. We're going to work our way up. And then I'm going to rotate my arm and I'm going to create this line on this side to stop my eyeshadow so I know where it ends. And it should always be right at the end of your brow, like the tail of your brow. We're going to blend the beginning so that it has this soft fade in the front. And then the top. So this is where you need to trace out your brow with the concealer, and this is where your makeup eyeshadow is going to stop as well, right at the top. And this is where you can create that sharp line under your brow too. So you just lightly drag it across and make them connect. Okay? Ooh, come on in. This is where it gets kind of crazy, and this is where we're gonna decide, like, okay, this is how it looks now. What do we think this is gonna look like in the end? 'Cause I think it's gonna turn out bomb, but you guys don't know that yet, do you? Okay, we looking crazy. Every time I look back, I'm like, wait a minute. Okay. So I'm gonna blend this here. Now what I'm doing now is going back over everything and patting it down. And what that patting down motion does is it solidifies it. It sets it so it doesn't move. Also, I have oily skin, so I wanna make sure that that crease right there is completely covered. If this was a look that I was going for to be 24 hours or last all day, I would have done my skin primer where it takes away the oiliness out of my skin. But because it's the end of the day and we're just doing step by step just to get the look, I'm not gonna worry too much about my primer. So if you're trying to recreate this look and you want it to last, or even not even last all day, if you want it to last all night, like you're going out, you may be sweating, or you're going to be outside and things like that, you should definitely put your primer on because you don't want your makeup to move. Same thing for your eyelids. There is an eyelid primer you can use too. I would use that to take the oiliness out of my lid so I don't get that crease later when I start sweating. Because yes, I sweat heavy. So I am patting all this in, softening up the beginning. And then I also have this other brush that I like to go back with to make sure that it's in its place. And you can kind of tell, you can kind of see the angle it has. And they're very soft bristles. So what I'm gonna do with this is to go back and pat it. What this does is take away the stickiness, so it's not super wet. I'm helping it dry. Okay, so here we go, guys. I need you all to get ready for the chat. What shades are we doing with pink? Are we gonna do light pink or are we gonna do dark pink? Because we need about 3 different pinks for this look. You always want a darker pink, a medium, or a darker color, a medium color, and a light color. So we can go heavy with this pink, like maroon or burgundy to hot pink, or we could do hot pink to light pink. Let me know in the chat so I can figure out what we really doing, because this is you guys' choice. And while I do that, let me show you what pinks I have, and you'll also know that we have all the options, Hunty. We have all the options. So we have our crayon case matte book. This one has the 3 different pinks in it. So we have 1, 2, and 3. We have that kit. We have our Morphe palette. And actually, this is a different kind of pink. This would be more of maroon burgundy. So you have like the deep pinks. Then you have Morphe James Charles, and this one has the bright pinks in it as well. They're right there at the top. So we have that light pink, like a purpley pink, and then hot pink. Trying to tilt that down so you all can see the true color. Let's see, I probably could block it this way. There we go. See those at the top? Okay. And one more. The last one is, I mean, I have other ones, but these are the ones that are the best pinks that I have. And this is by Glam Light. And this one has like a, fuchsia, look at that. That's a really bright pink. So, I'm looking in the chat. I'm seeing light pink. Let's see. Light pink, maroon to burgundy, and the first set in those 3. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to do like a deep pink on the end, close to burgundy. Go into hot pink, go into pink, and go into light pink. We're gonna transition all the way, okay? Sounds like a win. Let's do that. I'm gonna start with the matte book. And we'll take a little bit of all of them. Why not? Right? Let's wing it. And, okay, that's a really deep one. I think it's actually Morphe. That one was too close to like a wine color, and we don't want that. Yeah, so we're gonna go with these deep maroons and reds on this side to get us started, okay? So, someone noticed my hair is purple. Yes, it is. I will be posting a video on that. So, stay tuned to that. But yes, I'll give you a hint. Hair paint. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, so we're gonna dip into this maroon color. And, hold on. I see this crease already, guys. You see that crease? Let's blend that out, because we don't need that. And what also helps too with that crease is setting powder. But I fixed it for now, because I'm going to fill this in with color anyway. But you can always get you a very translucent, like white powder. And this is by Beauty Bakery. Obsessed. Okay. Let's get this eyeshadow on. So we're gonna add this like deep maroon burgundy color. The key to doing eyeshadow is to do a little bit. You should do like 3 dabs, and you can always go back and add more. Always, remember that. Never do too much, because one, that's the reason why your primer, your concealer, we'll call it, because that's really what it is. Your concealer is here for that reason, so that you can have a true color pop right there, and you don't need a bunch of eyeshadow. So if you're not using a concealer for this look or any colors, you're gonna be dumping eyeshadow on your eye, and it's not gonna look good. It's going to move. So if you have that issue now where you're doing makeup and by the end of the day your eyeshadow is gone, it's because it has nothing to stick to. So I always give the analogy of sand and concrete. If you have sand on a sidewalk, it's not wet, it's just a dry sidewalk, you put sand on it, the wind blows, it's gonna move. But if you wet that sidewalk and then put sand on it, it sticks. Same thing with your eyeshadow. You wanna give something for that powder to stick to, otherwise it's just gonna move around. So we have this nice deep color on the end, which looks really good. Thank you so much. This hair took a minute, y'all. So when I post this video, please watch the whole thing. I chopped it down though. I chopped it down. I'm still working on it. I want to add the voiceover on there so you all know all the steps and that I did and what comes next. I did from the beginning to the end. I went from old, dry, crusty hair to popping curls. And as you're looking at this hair is like 3 days old. So you all can only imagine. I've been holding out so you all can see this. I wanted you all to see this on Tutorial Tuesday, so that when this video drops, you all will know it was real. Okay? All right. So there's different types of transitionings that you can do with your eyeshadow. Today I'm going outside in. So we're going to go dark to light. And it's just going to be a soft gradient all the way across. There are other ways. You can do bottom to top, so your gradient goes this way versus going this way. That's totally up to you. I personally like the gradient look when I'm doing one color. So if I'm doing pink, like pink is my main color, I'm gonna transition from here to there. If I'm doing layers of colors, of different colors on the pinwheel, so if I'm going from blue to green and green to red, I'm gonna go from the base of my eye to my eyebrow. So now that we have our deep pink, I'm gonna call him, it's really maroon. Let's not, it's maroon. We're gonna go into the hot pink, because that's a good transition. Thank you, yes, it's still popping. These curls is popping, y'all. I'm so excited. I'm gonna add a little bit of this. Let me show you. We're gonna do James Charles, and I'm gonna add this pink, which is like it's not really fuchsia. It's kind of cranberry. Can we go with that? So we're gonna add this one and the fuchsia together. And that's what's gonna give me this like transition of this color, okay? The other key to transitioning is layering. Okay, so I grabbed a little bit of both, as you can see. You always go over right where you stopped and then go into the next area. Okay, so I'm gonna start back here and then I'm gonna work my way into the new area. That is the key to transitioning your colors so that they're not choppy. You need to layer. So I'm not touching over here because that needs to stay the deep maroon color. I'm going at the end of the maroon and adding that pink right next to it and on the end of it. You can see that transition happening already. Y'all, this look is about to be hot. I'm taking pictures after this. Okay, so let's layer here and then go right next to it. Ooh wee. Y'all, somehow, why do I always get back to my L? This is my L pink right here, ladies. This is my L pink. Y'all gotta send this to them. Send them this live so they can come see this my L pink. And I hope that if you're here, you voted, right? Because I voted for everyone. So go drop in those votes, y'all, because this is almost over. Okay, so now I'm going to take the hot pink all by itself. You can see how bright it is. Okay? So that color I just did was a blend of the two. This one is it by itself. And I'm going to do the same thing. Layer and then go right next to it. Hey, hey! As I get to the top, you see I'm fading it. I'm brushing up. I'm not drilling. I'm drilling here. And that's like a heavy pat. I'll turn my head a little bit. Heavy pat. And then as I get up here, I'm dusting. And that's because I want that nice blend to go right into my brow. Okay? You should see already how it's getting really hot pink right here in the middle. So let's layer again. And then go right next to it. And then now I'm brushing up here very softly to go right into my brow. This is a vibe. Look at this Mayel pink, y'all. And I didn't even pick it. This is Devine's choice. So Devine is vibing too, okay? Come on, Devines. This is hot. Okay? Can't tell me nothing. Especially with these two buns on the top of my head. Yes. Okay. Now we did our hot pink. We're going to start transitioning into those light pinks. So we're going to grab a little bit from our matte book. Look at me. Matte book. There are very pale pinks in this palette right here. I'm going to show you. See how that's lighter? It's a very matte, pale pink on there. Okay? So we're going to put that in there. And what this is going to do, we're going to cover the same thing. We're doing this gradient look. We're going to cover it right on the end and start the next color. And at the top, we're brushing very lightly. This is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Brushing the top, blending the side. I notice right here it's a little sharp. I'm going to come back and blend that, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. I'm going to show you this look from start to finish. Okay, so now I have that light pink, and I'm going to add it with another light pink to help blend it in a little bit. And we're going to take this all the way over at the top right here. If you guys have questions, feel free to drop them in the question box or in the chat. Either one. I'm still answering questions today. So let's blend this light pink here. And we're going to go up into the brow. Right here on the end. Okay. Now, this is where I need my Devines. What are we going to do with this inner corner? Because I left it bright on purpose. We could add a shimmer there. We could add a glitter liner. We could add anything. What do you all think? As I go back and transition and blend all the other colors, let's think about what we're doing with this inner eye here. So I'm cleaning my brush as much as I can on a towel. And now that my brush is as empty as it can be without any extra shadow on there, I'm going to dust all of the powder here. And what I'm doing is literally like dusting. I'm just slightly brushing it. And I want to get those transitions together. I don't want any of them to not be blended. So I'm lightly dusting that off and over each other. Now the reason why I can do this is because it's that one color, remember? this was multiple colors, we wouldn't necessarily do it this way. This is just a certain technique that I like when I'm using one color. So this side isn't as deep. Oh, I'm sorry. That light messed up. Okay. The reason why this isn't transitioning as well, because it needs a little bit of darker maroon in there. So I went back in my palette and I'm adding more. So remember I said that earlier. You start with a little, and if you need more, you can go get it. So we came back and we're adding that in. Okay, I'm hearing glitter. So what are we doing with this? Okay, silver glitter. So here's the question I have for my ladies that's saying glitter. Are we going to do shimmer or are we going to do glitter? Because I have both. I have both. What we doing? Shimmer or glitter? Okay, I'm dusting this all in and blending it in. Oh, this is hot, y'all. Is that it? We're doing glitter, glitter? Let me get my glue out there. That is what we're going to need. I got a couple glitter. Got a couple glitter options. So we want pink though. So let's see what cute pink glitter we could add on here. So for all my newbies out there, just so that you know, well, this one was kind of loose. There is fine glitter and there is thick glitter. And then there is like glitter glue. And I want to show you all what glitter glue looks like too. So here's one that has silver, purple, I think, and blue in it. So look at that. So it's a little bit of silver, but it still has a little bit of color in it too. Let's see. There we go. Simply gorgeous. Look at that. Okay. So let's see. I think we could do that one. That's kind of dark though, right? Let me show you another glitter. My other glitter, I have a glitter palette. In case you guys didn't know, they do come with glitter palettes. And they're pressed, so they're not loose. That other one was loose. And what these have is a little bit of glue in them. And so they stick together. So here's all the pinks. You see that? There's like 3 different pinks in this palette. So we have options. Let me look in there, in the camera, in the mirror. Silver, though. We could even mix it. What you all think? I'm hearing I like that one, the first one. So the first one or a pressed glitter, y'all? While y'all figure that out, let me know. Let me get this glue out. What are we doing for the glitter? I also have a rose gold glitter eyeliner. That's an option too, and that is cute. Actually, it's cute. It is more than cute. Let's see. It was in the other bag. Got it. So I'm gonna start putting this glue on right here. What did we decide? So I'm here. I gotta vote for the first glitter. This one, the loose one. With the mix, the silver, the purple, the blue, that one. I also have a silver glitter eyeliner. Okay. Let's get our glue. In case you want to know the glue I'm using, it's by Too Faced. And it's literally called glitter glue. Okay, so if you're looking for a good one, I love this one. And it goes on very smooth, as you can see. Not doing a lot. I'm doing it right on the inside. Right at the beginning. And then I'm going to bring it on the corner of my eye and bring it up a little bit. So all of this will be filled with glitter. And what you do with the brush is you just make sure you smooth it out until you feel it sticking. And you can kind of see it's pulling my eyelid a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to take my finger and dip it in there and apply it where the glue is. So see. Ooh, pretty. You all can see that already, right? Ooh, this glitter is bomb. Okay, y'all, good choice. Hey, hey, come on in. We are adding the glitter to this look. Pink was the color. It turned out to just be Mael pink. Look at us. Okay, now once I've added this on, I'm going to get a soft brush and I'm going to dust all the excess off. So basically what we created was this like burst from the inside and it turned into pink. Divine choice, honey, and you all are doing it, okay? So let me show you what the soft brush looks like. It could be like this, which has like some pink in it, which is fine, but let's get another. Let's get one that's white, that's clear. Okay, so there we go. Very soft brush. And we're gonna dust that away, all the excess. Get the shininess away. And then I'm gonna get a pad like this, and then we're gonna use that to clean it off. But we want to get as much as we can with the brush first. So what do you all think? What is it looking like so far? Be honest now. Be honest. So I'm rubbing this. Let me make sure I close this glitter because this glitter can be messy. Okay. So I just sprayed a little bit of alcohol, rubbing alcohol on a pad. Clean that up. I'm feeling it too. I'm feeling it too. The eye glitter is so much fun. It's so much fun. It just changes the whole vibe. Like this is a whole Lollapalooza vibe. Like you can do whatever you want with it. So let's keep it moving. Let's get into foundation. I am not going to do a ton, but I do want you all to see what this foundation I've been using looks like. It's by Juvia's Place. And they have a velvet. That's the word they use. A velvet foundation. Okay? That's okay. Plug your phones up. Let's keep going. they have a velvet foundation that I can apply over my entire face. And I finally found my shade. You guys need to make sure that if you get Juvia's Place foundation, you need to go into Ulta and get it, like in person. Try it on, and do not just do your hand or like your cheek. I had to do my entire face. I had picked a color, and it looked cute here. It looked cute here, and I put it on my whole face, and I looked orange. So their colors are so pigmented, and their foundations are so rich that, and they have a lot of variety as well. No matter what your skin tone is, they have it. You got to make sure you have the right one. And when you open it, see, this looks dark, but that's actually my skin tone. It looks way darker in the tube. I'm going to show you the consistency. It's literally thick. It's velvet. Like, it's on there. And this is what it looks like. It's called I Am Magic. Okay, it comes in the tube. I know this looks small, because literally this is my hand, but this is all I need, this one dot, okay? And I'm doing this one because this is an easy foundation. Since you all picked natural brows, I said, okay, let's do a natural makeup too, a foundation. So you see it's spreading already. This is literally my entire face, that little dot. And we're going to rub this in. You can see some of my dark spots. I've been having really bad menstrual pimples. And they've been leaving some scars behind. Here's one here. And this will cover those up, especially that redness. Here's my signature dark spot. I normally use those with my contour, but I like to cover them first and then go back and fix them and add them in. And then you want to make sure you get under your eye. So this is my general color, and then I'm going to go back and add my contour. So this works as my highlight. And this is my color for winter and summer. So that's why this could be my summer highlight, but my winter color. You want to make sure you get in between those brows. Remember I said we're going to clean them up later. And yes, honey, no to the orange. We cannot have orange makeup. No. We got melanated, honey. We need the naturals, the browns, the tans. Okay, so you should see this full coverage look. This is a, woo. This velvet foundation is bomb. Now, I will be honest. Their concealers right here, I bought these online. They do not match. They do not match. So I even told them that I use this foundation, and they said, oh, this would be great. Match it with this. No, they don't match. But I'm going to play with it a little bit because I want you all to see what I'm talking about. So we've blended in the velvet foundation pretty well. No creases, no nothing. It's literally covering my entire face. I love their applicators though. They're so fluffy. They're big. They always come with a lot of product on them. So that's where you have to be very, 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 very careful. So actually I'm going to use my brush because there's literally so much product and it's so thick and heavy. Just like I only needed a dot of this, I only need a dab of this. See? I literally barely touched it. You guys saw me use it. Barely touched it. So their products are going to last for years. You do not need a lot of it at all. So I'm going to use this one as my highlighter that I chose to match this. And I've learned how to work with it better. And yes, that was a lot. A lot comes off that applicator. So you can see it's brightening up already. But the only thing is I don't want it too bright where I'm going to look ghostly. So this is where I have to make sure that I go back with my powder to help bring some warmth back into my face, because this will make me look too ghostly. And I'm gonna make sure I get a little bit on my forehead. Okay, so you can kind of see it did that. It brought that brightness like to my face. But as you can see, it's a little too bright for me. So I probably would get one a shade darker than this. But this is where I thought the contour was gonna work too. So look how dark this is. So this tube, see, that looks chocolatey, right? Okay, look how deep this is. So for this, we don't need a lot either. Little dabs. So I'm gonna take the side of my brush. See how it's on there already? I barely touched it. Look at this. I barely touched my face. And then I'm gonna circle it in. You guys see, I literally have not touched this again. I'm laughing at myself because I am trying to be so careful. I don't want too much, because once you put too much contour and highlight on, you can mess up your look. I'm gonna bring it in a little bit. I always like to bring my contour into my mouth because it makes this jawline here. And then you always want to go around your hairline with your contour. Always. Because that's what's gonna cut off that ghostly look. You don't want that, sis. Okay, so I know you all said gloss. So we need to start thinking of what pink gloss we want to use, because I have this. Matter of fact, I'll surprise you because I have a bomb lip idea already. So let me show you the best palette ever for melanated women, okay? Beauty Bakery's Coffee and Cocoa palette. This one has the contour, the highlight, the blush, everything in one palette. So I'm going to take a very fluffy brush. You need one of those. Even I use this one too. It's even bigger. I'm gonna save this one for the contour then. We'll use this one for the blush. 1, 2, 3. That's it. And I'm covering this entire highlighted area so you can see that warmth jump back into my face. So see, this is with that highlight, this is with the blush. I always go over my nose. So see, I'm back warm again. It's not as bright. I'm not looking like a ghost. And I always add a little blush on my forehead. Some people don't do that, but I do. And that is because I say I have a 5 head, but my forehead is a little bigger. So I don't want it to be this big highlight spot on my forehead. I want to add a little bit of warmth there. Sometimes I do highlight. I'll do it today for fun. But I don't really need it because I have naturally oily skin. So adding highlight just makes me glisten even more. And I don't really need to. So like, see on my nose. Now, I'm going to take this angle brush and I'm going to go in and grab a little bit of that deep brown. And that's going to work as my contour as well. And this way I don't need to really do a liquid if I don't want to. I can use the powder and it'll make it softer. And you see those natural dark spots, I'm using them. So where I see it, I'm running down with it. And working with my cheekbone. And then I can add it into my hairline. Now I'm gonna take my foundation brush and I'm gonna work that contour in. I always like to go back because I don't want to have any sharp lines. Okay. Now, I am a eyeliner fanatic, so we were going to do eyeliner. And I'm not gonna touch the glitter as much. I'm just gonna do a tiny dab right at the beginning and then get thicker as I get closer to the end. So I'm gonna do a little bit in the beginning. Y'all see I just did that? That happens every once in a while. Okay, so let's fix it. So how you fix it is you get your rubbing alcohol and you spray your brush. And you dab it. And it will slowly blend away into the color that's behind it. And then we're going to cover it with the pink. Okay. So I'm gonna go with my other brush that's kind of tight. And grab that pink. And I'm gonna cover it. Thank you for your patience. Yes, I have to fix it now. Great question. So the eyeliner that I use is by Beauty Bakery. It's called Lollipop. So all of their products are literally bakery ideas. So their setting powder is called Flour. Their foundation is called Instabake. Their eyeliner is called Lollipop. Their mascara is called Icing. So there's just a bunch of, I love the branding. It's absolutely adorable. And it is Black owned. Okay. Now I'm gonna put my eyeliner on the right way. Let me use this mirror so I can see it up close. There we go. Now we're gonna do the wing. So you always drag up and lift at the end so that it has a nice sharp point. Okay, let's do the other side. And we're connecting the lines. And let's see, I'm gonna clean this up on the end. There we go. That's the eyeliner with the wing. And I want to add eyeliner on the bottom. And this is where you could do it with a brush. Oh, here's the eyeliner, by the way, if you wanted to see it. Beauty Bakery Lollipop. I'm going to get a black brush. And I'm going to dip it into my black eyeshadow. And once I dip it in this eyeshadow, then I'm going to put it at the base of my waterline. So the key to putting eyeliner in your waterline is to push instead of pull. So you just push it and it will lift out. And then you just sweep it right at the base. And it gives you this soft, natural look. So you push and sweep. And see how it just finishes that look off like that? I love it. Okay. So, there are different mascaras you can use. Of course, I would love to put a lash with this look. So you all can let me know what you think. I can add lashes if you like. It is your choice. It is Devine choice. I am putting on my Maybelline gel formula because this makes my lashes feel nice and natural. And you always need to put on mascara whether you put on lashes or not, because it has to coat your lashes to take that eyeshadow away. Otherwise your lashes will look invisible because they'll be the color of your eyeshadow. So just keep that in mind. Let's see. My eyes water so much, it's hard to do lashes and eyeliner. Yeah, so I did a tutorial on eyeliner and lashes as well. I need to do another one on lashes to do it with glue, but it does take practice. However, that tip is the best tip I can give you with the base of your waterline. Is pushing your lid rather than pulling it. And that will prevent some of that watery eye that you may get. Yes, it will make your lashes look invisible. Let's see. To let you guys know too, like self-disclosure, I have allergies, so my eyes always water when I'm doing makeup. So just be mindful of just finding those little things or quirks that work for you, because it is no joke. So I am going to start on the lip that I told you I was going to surprise you all with, because I'm excited. So I'm going to put on my liner. I always use MAC Cosmetics liners. I just got into B. Simone's lip liners. Those are really nice too. I just like the way that these apply and sharpen. So this is Chestnut. So I always do the top and then roll my lips because it gives me a little bit at the bottom. And I do that when I want it very soft. I don't want my line harsh today. I just want it very soft to kind of end my foundation. And that's really what lip liner is for. Now, I told you guys this new product that I got. I got 2 of them that I'm doing today, actually. So let's see what this Becca, I think it was highlighter. Oh, sunlit bronzer. Let's dab that, okay. Let's see what that looks like. Ooh, okay, she's summer, cute. Hot girl summer. Okay, I like her. She can go in the purse because she gives you that nice warm look. Now we're gonna do a little bit of this plumper, not a lot. It has a tint in it. See that little bit of tint I got out of this? And then I'm gonna put on my MAC's lip gloss, which is super thick and it looks like glass. So when you all said glossy, I said, oh, I know what glossy to go with. And what this does, it makes this pink, because it's a plumper, so it makes my lips look like the natural color. And then we went glossy with it. We went high gloss with it, okay? So that is the look. This is the Devine Choice look. I will be taking pictures and posting it for you all so you all can see it. I'm going to sharpen this tail right here to finish off my look. Y'all, even though they're natural brows, you want to make sure you keep that tail and keep it sharp on the end. This is gorgeous. Okay. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love it. Thank you for all of the choices that you picked. I love them. I love the way they came together. I love the pink. I love the gloss. I love the foundation. We did it all. We did the brows. We did it all. So enjoy your night. See you later.